You can cease to be a member by resignation, which I've already explained. Like if you want to do business with a school, you know, sometimes you get into a school, then you discover that this school has a turnover of 10 million, and you imagine that you can also do some little business with the school. So if you want to do some business with the school, it's not bad. But you resign from the board, and then you become a business partner with the school. There's no problem with that. But you cannot do business with the school while you are a board member. And I think there could be a few people who came in with that intention. Ninaingia hii shule, sasa I will be the supplier of maize. Even if you have been supplying, now you cease to be a supplier. But if you want to remain in business, there are many other schools you can supply. But you cannot supply the school where you are a board member. That is called conflict of interest. And it is a serious crime. You can even be prosecuted in court for conflict of interest. By the way, even when you will be sitting in board meetings and you have a matter up for discussion in which you have an interest, you are going to discuss as staff in the school whom you are related. Kindly remember to declare conflict of interest and move out. When you are going to recruit a teacher in your school and you have your son or your daughter who is also a candidate, at that point declare conflict of interest and move out. But I want to say this: it does not mean that where you are serving as a board member, your son or your daughter cannot be employed. Are we together? Your son or your daughter is an independent entity.
I'm a champion of the girl child, and now again I'm a champion of the boy child. As a champion of the girl child, before we talk about these exercises and to the heads of institution, we have had serious challenges, especially for the girl child. Na sana sana mnaachia principals wanafanya hiyo kazi peke yao. Especially we have issues of defilement. We have issues of incest. And then sometimes, of course, we have also issues of HIV. Some of our children are still undergoing the stigmatization. Now, as parents, what are you doing about it? Because sometimes you leave everything to the principal until it reaches my desk. That is when I call the principal and ask, do you have this kind of child in your school? And then that is when she finds out, or he finds out whether that child exists. Kindly parents, musituachie watoto peke yetu, please. Sensitize the parents and tell the parents if marriage is not possible, then let wamama, are we together here? Yes. Wamama, walk out with your children. I'm a very bitter lady because sometimes I'm left to handle this alone. Alone means I have to get here, I have to call the children's department, I have to call the interior department so that we work together and see where this child can be placed. In this sub-county, we have a child who is deaf. And this child, the uncle has been going out with this child, and because she can't talk, she has never been in school. As parents, or if we have any representatives of the members of parliament around, or all the stakeholders here, let us not leave our children hanging.
Having been given that opportunity, I want to ask all of us to serve to the best of our ability. We are serving in that position on behalf of so many people who are supposed to have managed those institutions. You are managing those institutions on behalf of government. Service to humanity is service to God. Let us do our best. As we embark on that journey of being members of boards of various institutions, I want us to serve as though that is our last time that we are serving. When you serve as though that is your last time that you're serving, you give your best. The biggest challenge that we have in our various institutions is a case of mismanagement or a management that does not meet the needs of that institution. We as members of the board are not there to fill the numbers, but to make very important decisions pertaining to the development of those institutions.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are joining various boards at a time when schools are going through hell and back in terms of financial funding. And I'm saying that because some of you are very new on those boards. You may come across situations where workers have not been paid for quite some time. They're in salary arrears. You may come across a situation where we have creditors who have not been paid, maybe running into millions. And the simple reason is because of inadequate funding from the central government, and it's complicated more by delayed funding. And we want to ask you on behalf of my colleagues that these are the situations you must help in managing our schools. Because as a member of the Board of Management, you get to that school and you are now the one getting surprised that the people have not been paid, and you're getting surprised before the workers. I don't know what the CEO with the principal will do. So I'm giving you this information in advance for you to know we have schools that are going through challenges, great challenges indeed, in terms of sustaining those schools to date.